So today I'm adding jiggle physics to my stop motion animations to make them feel more alive. This tiny movement changes everything, and almost nobody uses it in Claymation. As an animator, I've always wanted to figure out how to make my characters feel less stiff, so their whole body can react to the movement they are doing. Because real things don't just stop moving instantly, they wobble around a bit. The first thing I want to do is do some hand-drawn animation in Procreate Dreams. That way I can get kind of like a feel for how I want to manipulate my clay later on. Let's see how cursed this video gets. But let's start with the basics. How do jiggle physics work? And honestly, I have no clue. So I'm just going to make a couple simple animations and see how jiggly I can make them. So I'm not going to lie, making these animations was super hard at first because I wanted to have a depth of realism. But jiggle physics don't really exist in the real world. They do on some things, but they're really not something you encounter every day, so you don't really know how to animate them until you try. And so what I figured out was if I just move from the left to the right with this blob, and each time I cut a frame and limit the range, it really looks like it's jiggling back and forth. And this is the strategy I did when I redid the whole thing. I made smoother lines, I tried a lot harder, I used some ease in, ease out techniques, as you can see right here with the onion skin, and in the end it turned out to look super good. Here is the final result. For my next one, instead of just animating jello, I wanted to animate something on the human body, because that's what I'm actually trying to do in the final. I'm trying to make a very exaggerated human doing some movement, and that way it's actually a little bit harder. If you're just doing jello, it can react however you want, but if you're trying to animate a human, it needs to uphold a certain amount of realism. How do I apply jiggle physics to a human or a humanoid creature instead of just a little blob? Because blobs are very easy to animate. So I want to make like an endless loop of a guy. Guy jumps up, lands back on the ground, then jumps back up. So it's gonna be like an endless loop, but there's jiggle physics. So we'll see how this turns out. So now with all this down, I feel like I really know what jiggle physics should look like. And now the hard part is going to be applying it to clay. I basically want to make his fat just go up and down when he's jumping. When he's jumping, his fat's going to be in the air. And when he lands, it's going to go down and then back up. So it's going to be like very jiggly. What I want to happen is once he lands, he's so fat that he like falls back over. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I put a lot of work into it this week. I was doing school and this. I had a lot of stuff. Please let me know how I could improve my animation in any way. Or just if you have any cool video ideas, please let me know. I'm open to ideas. I'm constantly making videos. Make sure to subscribe and cue the outro.